Hello, this is Opinion Radar, and welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the products that promise to make dressing up a little easier and a lot more confident. Today, we're talking about something that's been on my radar, pun intended, for a while, SPANXshape Sheers. Now, if you've ever invested in shapewear, you know the high hopes that come with it: smooth lines, a little extra support, and that invisible second skin feel. At $32 a pair, these aren't your average sheer tights. They're positioned as a luxury solution for special occasions, blending light control with the delicate look of classic hosiery. But do they live up to the Spanx legacy of durability and performance? I put them to the test in real-life scenarios, from long events to quick touch-ups, and honestly, the results were more complicated than I expected. We'll walk through the fit, the function, and the frustrating surprises, but let's begin with how they feel the moment you slip them on. Let me start by saying, if you're someone who loves a sleek, polished look under your dresses or skirts, the SPANXshape Sheers definitely catch your eye. I first tried them before a wedding, perfect excuse to go all out with the outfit, right? What drew me in was the promise of that seamless, no visible panty line finish with a touch of tummy control. And honestly, that part? They deliver. The high-waisted design sits smoothly under fitted dresses, and I didn't have to worry about adjusting or bunching throughout the night. The sheers offer a soft, natural look, like your best skin ever, but with structure. They don't feel heavy or constricting, which is a win in my book, especially when you're in heels and on your feet for hours. It's that blend of form and function, shaping without sacrificing comfort. And as someone who values a clean silhouette, especially under thinner fabrics, these did a great job of smoothing out my hips and midsection without feeling like I was wearing a corset. One of the things I appreciated most was how well they stayed in place. I've worn other shapewear tights that start rolling down the second I sit, or worse, mid-conversation at an event. But these held up, literally, through dinner, dancing, and multiple trips to the restroom. I'm 5 feet 6 inches, built pretty curvy, and I went with the size C based on Spanx's guide. The fit was snug but not painful, and they didn't dig into my waist, which is huge for me. A lot of control-top pantyhose leave red marks or feel like they're cutting off circulation, but these manage to hold everything in without the discomfort. That makes them perfect for long days. Whether it's a formal afternoon event, a holiday party, or even a work dinner where you want to feel pulled together but still breathe. Now, let's talk durability, because this is where my experience got a little complicated. While the first wear was flawless, the second time I wore them, I noticed a small run creeping up the back of one leg. I wasn't doing anything extreme, just putting them on carefully, as I do with all my hosiery. And that really stung, not just because of the visible damage, but because of the price tag. At $32, these aren't an impulse buy. They're an investment compared to the $8 drugstore nylons I usually grab. I've had cheaper pairs last 3 times as long. So while the initial feel and fit are top-notch, I can't ignore how fragile the material feels, especially in the toe and thigh areas. It's a frustrating trade-off: incredible comfort and smoothing power, but with what feels like a one-wear risk if you're not ultra careful. I'll admit I was hopeful. Spanx has built a reputation for quality, and I've worn their other pieces that lasted for years. These sheers, though, they feel like they're a step down in fabric integrity. The control top does its job, there's no question about that, but the sheer section just doesn't hold up the way I expected. I've worn delicate hosiery before, sure, but never ones that seemed this prone to runs after minimal wear. And when you're spending this much, you want more than just one flawless evening. It makes me hesitant to pack them for travel or rely on them for back-to-back events. There's this quiet anxiety every time you pull them on. Will today be the day they snag? That's not a feeling I want with shapewear. It should be confidence-boosting, not stress-inducing. That said, for a special occasion where you want everything to look camera-perfect, they're still worth considering. If you're dressing up for a photo shoot, a milestone birthday, or a holiday gala, and you know you'll treat them with kid gloves, they do deliver on aesthetics. They give that lit-from-within smoothness that makes your outfit look professionally tailored. And honestly, when you catch a glimpse of yourself in a mirror and everything looks taut and polished, it's hard not to feel amazing. That little boost of confidence? Priceless. But I'd recommend having a backup pair handy, like my trusty drugstore nylons, just in case. This isn't a throw them on and forget it kind of product. It's more like a special occasion only, handled with care piece. So, final thoughts? The SPANXshape Sheers are a love-hate situation. I love how they look and feel when they're new and intact. The tummy control is subtle but effective, the fit is consistent, and they don't roll or shift during wear. But I hate that something so well-designed in structure falls short in longevity. The delicate fabric just doesn't justify the cost if you're looking for everyday durability or repeat use. I'd recommend them with a strong caveat. If you're okay with possibly getting one perfect wear out of them and can handle the investment, go for it. But if you need something reliable, long-lasting, and worth every dollar over time, you might want to keep looking. For me, they're a sometimes piece, beautiful when they work, but too fragile to be a staple. If you're ready to step into confidence, just like slipping on the perfect pair of shapewear, hit that like button and subscribe for more honest reviews. Let's build a wardrobe of smart choices together, because every great outfit starts with the right foundation, and every great channel starts with supporters like you.